All right. My name is Keno McKay, and this is my presentation on the console wars that happened from the seventh to the eighth generation. And the research topic that I wanted to answer is basically, does technological innovation drive sales for consoles? So moving forward, the gaming industry has witnessed some of its most, fiercest rivals in the entertainment history, and none has caught the imagination for fans like the console wars. So, the Xbox, the PlayStation, and the Wii are all the three dominant gaming ecosystems. But all of it has its own set of places within the gaming zeitgeist and memorable titles devoted to and devoted fan bases to them as well. And from groundbreaking controls and immersive narratives to online multiplayer experiences that revolutionize connectivity, these consoles define the gaming period that basically kind of, spurred for a group of people that kind of really wanted to commit their lives to gaming that was very different than what used to exist. Like, coming from Atari or NES 64 or consoles such like that. Um, basically, uh, these the popularity of these consoles were unmatched during this time, and because of that, there was a boom essentially. Basically, the video games represents in our culture now. It has a lot of segue. It's basically has gotten its way to showcase in consumer trends, platform trends, and basically every single time a game is dropped, it's marketed like crazy. Everyone kind of knows about it. Like games from like Super Smash Brothers or like Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Like these marketing factors aids in the recognition of the factors that contribute to the success in the sector and emphasize trends towards new markets or platforms, which kind of emphasizes why gaming is just important in general. So moving forward, we have the table of contents. We are just going to talk about three of the consoles. For today, we're talking about Microsoft, Xbox, PlayStation, and the Wii, right? So the Xbox is basically kind of this system that was developed in Microsoft 2001, and as of November 2024, it has sold 85.7 million units across the world, including 46 units in North America. And in the US, the Xbox is the leader in the current generation home console sales until 2008, when it was surpassed by the Nintendo Wii. Um, Next, the PlayStation is basically the Sony system. And as of November 2024, it had sold around 87 units across the world and 30 units in Europe. And basically, just more facts and information about each console, including the Nintendo Wii, which was founded by Fushihiro Yamauchi and has sold 101 units across the world. And basically, on September 12, 2007, it was reported by the Financial Times that the Wii had surpassed the Xbox 360, which has released 1 year previously and had become the market leader in home sales for the current generation. So, just more facts. The 8th generation, the Xbox One was developed by Microsoft as well. And as of 2024, it has sold 58 million units worldwide, and Xbox One has sold over 9.6 millions worldwide in 2016. That's its peak sales year. And more facts about the PlayStation 4 and essentially the Wii U, just kind of giving you a general overview of these systems of what to do. Now, going into the data, right? This data basically illustrates the trends in sales over the years, and it shows the variation in cell numbers. This is a line graph, and it showcases over the years from 1980s to the 2020s, when we show how important the game innovation has kind of taken this gaming. Because if there was no innovation, these sales would not drive up. And basically, the the drop of the gaming basically showcases that the market has shifted toward more distribution of other gaming systems like PC or like other consoles. But back then, it was really only those three consoles that was dominating, and this was kind of the distribution of it. Um, in the top five platforms by global sales. The PlayStation 2 and Xbox 360 were were famous. These were seventh generation, sixth generation. Um, seventh generation. Uh, it was very important for companies to innovate on their titles, and because they did, the PlayStation 2 remains the most successful with 1,255,6.64 units sold globally, thanks to its diverse game library, kind of showcasing that innovation is very important, as well as the Xbox and 360 and Nintendo Wii also performed well because of their innovations as well, but not nearly as well as the PlayStation 2, which is done by Sony. Today, these sports today we look at the games that have the most innovation in it, such as action games, sports, right? Action games and sports games, where these brands that were created allowed companies to kind of like skyrocket the sales. You know what I mean? Which kind of goes into my research question about like, is it more important that companies innovate these games or can they just sell the same old games? You know what I mean? And like exclusive titles like Halo, like action games, like on Xbox. You know what I mean? That when I came out was a big boom. You know what I mean? If Xbox didn't innovate on that, then they wouldn't have gotten those sales. So moving forward, we also have a heat map kind of showcasing that patterns in video game sales is essential for numerous stakeholders in the gaming sector, such as game developers and publishers, to like look at them, like the critic score of them. And these games that had the high critic scores also had a high user score as well, um, or rather the critic count and the critic score. Like the more that they, the more like the better the game was. Yeah, and I mean the better like the critical how critical the game was, or critically analyzed the game was. It was like how much the game had to offer, which was only due to the level of innovation that it had. Um, so yeah, in conclusion, you know, the Xbox really kind of like, showcased like a lot of multiplayer and technical prowess, and the Wii was doing like its own thing with appealing to casual gamers and like, regular audiences. The PlayStation like really innovated and showcased like PlayStation 2 really engaged users by showing a diverse library and immersive experience. And honestly, uh, the significant impact of all these systems define modern gaming, and we wouldn't have games that we love having today if it wasn't for these three systems. All right, that's my presentation. Thank you very much.